Okay, it's time for JK Detective Agency.
All right, let's do this.
All right, let's go.
Got my detective hat on. Let's go.
Ready? So a Georgia woman gets arrested, right?
Okay.
They put her in the police car in the back, close the door, start driving off to the police station. Somehow, she falls out of the car and dies.
Because they didn't lock the door.
But
There
it's
we go.
child lock. You don't even have to do it yourself. When you close the door, it always locks from the inside.
She fell out of the car?
She somehow fell out.
There's a sinkhole in the car.
There's a sinkhole in the bottom.
At the bottom.
Then she went, oh shit! She fell.
Yeah, she was doing one of those. Yeah. She got caught.
There's a sinkhole.
So they don't know how this could possibly happen yet. But of course, foul play is like what everyone's kind of going towards. They think that.
Because while it was driving, the cop pulled the handlebar from the other side. I mean, the door, and then she fell out.
That would be really fucked up.
Yeah.
The door didn't close all the way, and the cop didn't do the close the door all the way with his hip.
Yeah.
Forgot to do that.
And that's procedure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
It's on the police manual.
yeah,
You gotta fucking
you gotta hit that watch.
So the funny thing is, as many weird theories as we can think of, the department's probably thinking of just as many like weird ones too.
Yeah.
Because they're
Wait a second. So a lot of these police cars have cameras in them, right? That's active recording, voice and stuff like that. Couldn't they just get the recording?
Oh, but usually in these situations they malfunction.
Oh yeah, the body cams are off somehow.
They always.
Yeah.
See, that's why the police department needs more money because they need to recharge their batteries.
Yeah.
Buy more cameras.
Yeah, they need more
SD card.
A bigger SD card. They're only using like 13 gig cards.
So I feel like the cops were probably doing something illegal. Like, for example, maybe she was a hooker or whatever, and then they were using her services, and then they arrested her, and then now that was them trying to kill her or something in a legal way.
But that's fucked up. See, I don't understand killing hookers. You know, it's like you should be giving them more.
Yeah.
Like they just made you fucking come. So like after that, it's like, do you kill Santa after he gives you a present?
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
So why do people keep killing hookers?
Yeah, that's not nice. That's not nice. And what kind of cop car was this? Was it a Rolls Royce, like suicide doors? The doors opening this way? Because the door opening regular, like with the car driving, it would just close on its own. So she would kind of have to force her way out of it unless it was suicide.
It was like the
doors.
Lambo cops. You know,
Oh
like
yeah,
it goes like
okay,
that,
yeah.
The Dubai cops.
So here's a like interesting segue into the whole 988 thing. Remember how you call 988 now when you're having like a mental health crisis?
health.
You don't call 911.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not 911, it's 988.
Got you.
But right now is a separate thing. But right now 988 is being criticized for kind of still having the same like shitty response where you get cops anyway. Of course. Most of the time. Yeah. So
Because they're like, I'm having a breakdown.
What do they
'cause my
want? They
fucking
want a
barbecue-
counselor to come up there?
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, I mean it's hard to do, but that's everybody's kind of like.
Counselor siren sound like?
Helping, help. No, you know what it is? It's the fucking and then it's like an ice cream, you know? Because everybody feels happy.
Parlor music.
You think you're not going crazy yet? Now you are hearing this thing approach.
Some old timey music.
So
Woosa!
that's really good. So apparently, she wasn't a hooker. She was just having a mental health crisis. So her own family called. They called the police.
Start with that at the top, bro. We already went in.
I just like that one.
We have to test out all theories, you guys. This is what being a detective is about.
So a woman fell out of the car. Well, I don't think we should be killing hookers. that jump is like, I didn't see that coming.
What?
How am I supposed to see that coming?
Potentially, we have to ask that.
So yeah, she apparently this has happened 2 times before, but the other previous 2 times, the right things were done where like, you know, somebody came and calmed her down and they did all the things that I guess every person having a mental health crisis that should be done that way. Right. But the 3rd time was straight up cops, and they put her in the car, and then this officer that was driving told the family that that woman kicked the door open and jumped out of the car.
Kick the door.
What?
Because I've seen videos of people being on like PCP and then they like kick the door and then run away.
Interesting, because they said that she's been trying to cope with her mental health by using illegal drugs. So maybe she was on something that.
Oh, interesting.
She was on some shit for sure.
So the hooker thing is completely out.
Off the table.
So we're done with that?
Off the table.
I just want to make sure.
We're just gonna believe
Sorry,
her like
Ryan,
that?
continue.
Are we just gonna believe her, or
I always thought it was really weird how like if someone's like on like, oh shit, they're a danger to themselves, suicide, right? So then like they're like, I'm gonna fucking off myself, right? And then the cop just comes up, they'll be like, drop that! And it's like, you're just gonna kill the person that's trying to kill themselves.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest shit.
So that was something like whenever I was a correctional officer, I worked at, I actually had I prevented somebody from hanging
You
themselves.
say you were a correctional officer?
Yes, I worked at a prison. Yeah, I was a CO. I was a CO when I was 18 years old. For
Wow, when
You were a CO at 18?
Yeah, CO. Yeah.
crazy.
How did you even get them to listen to you, bro?
Yeah, yo. So all you need is a high school diploma and then pass the academy, and they throw you in a
This was
prison.
in Texas?
Yeah.
how long was the academy for?
Like 6 weeks.
And it's like one of those you have to live there, or
6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a pretty robust training program.
I mean, yeah, that's all it was, yo. You know, a lot of you know, what is it, handbook, paperwork, assignments, stuff like that, and then there's the PT stuff, right? But I mean, even that kind of stuff.
Did they
wasn't
teach you
really-
like when an inmate goes like this and squares up to you, do not fight? Or like, did they,
They
tell
teach
you
you
straight
your
up,
strongest weapon is your pen. That's what they teach you.
No.
Because you take their ID and you write them up. That's what they teach
When
you.
they have a knife to your fucking
Yeah,
chest,
yeah.
like,
I'll write you up for this.
yeah.
I'll write you up,
And
you
so
son of a-
The pen is mightier than the sword.
So the rule is because you also have gas, so it's the mace, right?
Oh.
So that's
So that's your greatest weapon.
right. And so, but if an inmate is in the process of attempting to hang themselves, it's our job to prevent that and gas them. You know, get them from But if they're already hanging, like imagine like if you
you're gassing them while they're in the
yeah, worse. It's like what you're saying, what you just now. Yeah. And so that was the moment, like literally, it was count time, and we have to every 3 hours we're counting the inmates. And this inmate, I'm passing, I counted him, but I saw him like taking his sheets and doing this with him, right? And I was like, I saw that, but I was like, okay, I'm just going, and I was in my head about that, like, yo, what's he doing?
he just likes that wrinkled look.
Yeah.
He's about to go.
He's like, yeah.
He's just trying to pop his celly, just trying to play with him.
little roughhousing.
But I'm in the psych ward, so these inmates are in their cells by themselves. They need pills because they're a little off in their head, and so apparently he heard voices. That's what you hear later on about it, but. He was tying it to the top of the bars or whatever, and so whenever I got back to back from to go to my desk, now he's like wrapping it around his neck.
Oh my god.
And that's where I was like, yo, like, hey.
And you're 18.
Yeah. And literally, like, a split decision. Like, it was just like real quick because I was like, I was just like taught this in the academy, like these examples that they were showing, these videos and these inmates. Like, we watched these videos of these people doing this stuff, and so I'm literally watching exactly what I was just taught, and I was like, oh snap.
Your training kicked
Yeah,
in
this is it. Yeah, and so I have to like warn him before I gas them. The other rule is you have to warn them because they can also sue. This is a whole thing too. Inmates can sue COs, and it's a whole thing. And so I'm like, hey man, take that off your neck. And he's like no, he's all like his adrenaline and everything. He's like, I'm doing it and it's all this stuff. I'm like, take that off your neck. I'm gonna have to gas you. And he's like, no. And I just took it. And I remember, like, that was my first time even using my gas.
Is it like a spray?
It's a spray, yeah, just like a.
What if it was the wrong way and you just hit your fucking eye?
Yeah. So I just remember, like, I went like
He's
this.
all like, oh shit, I feel bad for this guy, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking help this guy.
Whoa, shit. He's like, holy shit. I did that to him.
Straight up, yo. I just went off and I remember I went like this because I was like, I didn't know what it was gonna feel like. I just sprayed it. I was going like this. I think he's also done this before because he had his little fan that he got from commissary and it was blowing towards me.
Oh.
So he already set all this up.
Oh no.
Yeah, to like get out of his cell and get some proper care to just kind of get his. Yes, this was all just to fuck with me, right?
Whoa.
And so I'm doing this. It's spraying back towards me. Of course, I'm still getting on him, but he's all just fucking like I'm choking. And the inmates are trolling. Of course you choke him up. You was about to be choking if you put that shit on your. Like they're just talking shit. They were talking mad shit, yo. Yeah, yo. And then so whenever the sergeants come, I'm like calling on the radio. The sergeants come running out there. They're bringing me. They're like cleaning me off and stuff. And like I'm looking. We still have to do procedures before we get an inmate out of their cell. We have to check their hands, check their hair, check their inside their gums, strip search because they could have a weapon. Like they're just trying to like hit an inmate or hit a you know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker's choking, coughing, all this stuff. He's like, I can't breathe, but he's doing all this shit and
You gotta check him while he's.
all that shit, bro. Strip search too.
And
So-
both of you guys are just
yeah, bro. It was a whole shit show. When I brought him out, he's like cuffed and like taking him to the nurses, whatever. But those inmates were just like, damn, boss, you painted him, boss. You painted that boy, boss. You painted him. Yeah, yo. But I remember that whole.
Did you unload the whole can on him?
That was even a thing too. Like, so whenever you use a gas, whenever you use it, you have to dispose it. No matter if you
one
just
use?
Yeah, it's one use. And so the COs they say like or the lieutenants they'll be like, if you're gonna use it, you might as well use all of it. Cause if we ain't gonna be able to use it, just like waste it, whatever. Yeah. Man, they went to go weigh it whenever we're going about our paperwork and all these things. Yeah, I pretty much just used.
Wow! You just went, ah! You basically just cool watered him.
This entire time I'm sitting here thinking like I went and fucking gas this whole thing. Yo, I just used like a little bit.
Oh my god.
I'm like, me too. Fucking wild.
So it must be strong,
bit.
or it must be strong, or he was overreacting.
It was straight. It must have been really strong in like an older like can, cause you rarely use your mates, so the things just sit there and just fucking So I guess it was just like aged like wine or something.
Dang.
Yeah. I didn't use a lot, but I remember that procedure. The lieutenant like talking about like what exactly happened because the paperwork is so important.
Yeah. And it was scene for scene.
Because he was just like, did you say I'm take that off of your neck or I'm gonna have to gas you? Like all this, I'm like. I said all of that. You know what I'm saying?
18.
Yeah.
That's so nuts, dude. What a fucking first job, huh?